Hey everybody, Pokey here. Mostly so you know I'm alive. um, yes, I'm wearing makeup. I actually had to go out in society again, um, and kind of look somewhat dolled up. Because today was the first day of my orientation for the next 3 days. Because I got that permanent position within the company, so yay. I think I've spoken about it before about how I was trying for that. Um, I don't remember if I actually put it in a video that I actually got that permanent position, but yeah. So I had to get, like a collared shirt and decently looking slacks that kind of fit me. Um yeah. I didn't put too much makeup on. A little bit on a couple blemishes, like some nasty bug bites. But mostly it was just putting a little bit more color in my eyebrow because my eyebrows look really light. So I have to get them a little darker so they actually kind of match my hair. And then it's just the eyes. That's pretty much it. It was just a little bit of like foundation and some powder, and not really much. Um, you can't really see my face that well because of the light, the lighting. So there's not much on my actual face. Some of my face is a little red because I was running up and down the stairs just now. But wanted to make sure that you guys knew that I was alive. I am super exhausted because I had to go all the way downtown, like downtown in my city, and just a little bit further than I would like. Nowhere near as bad as San Diego, though. That's a blessing. So there are people who are like, "Oh, you're from California. What part?" And I've just given up. I don't say Escondido anymore because no one knows where Escondido is. If you do, you are awesome. If you're from San Diego County, then you know the Esco is North County. It's the North San Diego County. But anyway, so I just say San Diego, and people complain about the traffic here, and I'm just like, if you only knew. If they only knew, then maybe they would actually understand right of way, because I have so many issues with drivers here. They're just like, right of way? No. What's that? It's very frustrating. And that's people who live here, who have grown up here their entire lives. Not yahoos coming out from, out of town or whatever. And they're messing up and like, who taught you to drive? Oh, you're from another state, so that explains it. No, this is just people here. I don't anyway. Um yeah, it was a fairly decent orientation day. I mean, I've already been with the company. I mean, yes, through a temp agency, but I've already been with the company for like almost 2 years now. Um, so I mean, all I had to really do is just take my laptop and my state issue laptop and just kind of switch out user IDs and be like, oh, instead of the temp agency, the contractor one, now it's permanent and I got my new user ID and password and stuff. Um, so yeah, doing that, but my my quota has been filled for social interactions in person. The people weren't bad or anything. I'm just exhausted. Um, that's something that I don't think I ever really talk about as much. I know I don't look it, but I do get exhausted fairly quickly when I have to socialize in person. So if I seem exhausted, tired, or very short-tempered or something, it's it's nothing personal. I just don't like interacting with people socially all the time. Um I have to save up energy for it, and then I have to replenish that energy. Thank goodness. Thank the universe. Knock on wood. Um in case the universe decides to be mean to me just because I said it out loud. But at the universe, we have virtual tomorrow and the next day. Oh, I'm sorry. And the next day. So, first day was in person. Um, the rest is virtual, but I still have to do a lot of self study. It's gonna be blah. It's gonna be blah. My makeup looks all sorts of messed up on my eyes because it's been all day. It's starting to, eh. But anyway, yeah. Oh, I wanted to show off my new hat. I I'll do another video to showcase why I love this hat so much, but um I got a NASA hat. Yay. I'll just leave my hair down. That's fine. Usually I'll have my hair in a ponytail if I have a ball cap on, but yeah. I know my tiny ears are poking out. My tiny little ears. My goodness, my big face and my tiny ears. That's just how it is. I love wearing ball caps actually. I almost always cannot stand wearing any other hat. Fun fact. I don't know what it is. I just can't. Like, but a ball cap, not only do I think it looks pretty decent, but it's functional, you know? So I like it. I like ball caps. I have more ball caps than I do a lot of things. Not that many anymore. I used to have a NASA hat when I was a kid because, I wanted to be an astronaut when I was a kid. So I really loved NASA. It was kind of like a neon bluish kind of color. Um, it was like a windbreaker material type of hat. And I got like the neon blue one. My dad, fun fact, had a couple hats. I don't know if he still has them actually. I will have to ask him. He had two neon colored hats. They're green neon and pink neon hats. And anytime he took me and my sister to a ball game or to a crowded place, he always wore those hats because no one else had a bright pink or bright green neon hat. So that's how we would see him because we were shorter than him. And my dad's like 6 foot, 6'1". I think he's 6 foot. I think he's like 6 foot even. Him and my grandpa are around the 6 foot range. And I have a lot of cousins that are way over that. So, and my grandpa actually, he was well over 6 foot. My grandpa from my mom's side was well over 6 foot. I have a lot of cousins on my dad's side that are super tall. A lot of Scottish and Irish and English on that side of my dad's side. And then on my mom's side, German, Scottish. I think my dad has a little bit of Dutch in him too. But anyway, lots of tall men. I'm the short one in my family. But yeah, that's how, because like in a huge crowd, you're trying to like, make sure that you don't get lost. So yeah, my dad would always wear the neon hats whenever we're in huge crowds. I didn't have my neon blue NASA hat for very long. I don't remember what happened to it. Something happened to it. I mean, it was in the middle of my parents' divorce when I got it, and who knows? Maybe my mom took it away or got rid of it just to spite me or just to be obnoxious because she was always doing terrible things anyway. Um, but yeah. I haven't had a NASA hat since I was around 11 and a half, almost 12. Um, but yeah, I was on Instagram like a week ago, 2 weeks ago, three, something like that. It was within the last like 2 something weeks, and I was scrolling through and I saw a story post or whatever from Chris Evans, and I mean it was nice to watch him play the piano anyway, but I saw him wearing his NASA hat and I started getting really upset because I was super jealous. I was like, I haven't had a NASA hat in a while. I miss having a NASA hat. I want to reach through my screen and steal that NASA hat of his. I really want a NASA hat. But I didn't want to get blue. Blue is my favorite color, but I didn't want to get a blue hat. I have a lot of dark colored hats, so I decided to get a white colored hat. I think it kind of, contrasts really well with my dark brown hair. I need my space. So, yeah. I'm pretty excited about this. Super comfortable too. Like I was wearing this anytime I went outside, especially during the lunch hour, and then of course afterwards. But yeah, I really enjoyed this hat. Um, so I got to showcase that. Um, I'll do another video too. I want to do another video that goes over like my obsession with NASA and astronauts and all that fun stuff. I mean, it's it spans since I was a little girl. So I really love all things space and space exploration. I mean, is it any wonder that when my uncle got me into Star Trek TOS that I just was immediately sucked in? I mean, I was really into Sailor Moon as well. He got me into Sailor Moon. And so I was really, I mean, come on, like, women warrior, women power and just, fighting for justice, but also kind of among the stars. I mean, they're technically considered aliens. um, so yeah. But anyway, and I already loved Star Wars. Because my dad really likes. My dad was more of a Star Wars fan than Star Trek fan, but I got the best of both worlds, so that was a heavy influence. But I'll do another video and really go in depth on that because I really want to express that. I really want to show my love for that. This video is mostly just to make sure that you know that I'm alive. that I am exhausted. I've got a lot of stress going on because from this point on, it's going to be another month until I actually get paid in my new position. Thankfully, I just finished a couple weeks from my temp agency, so I will get paid the end of this week from the last 2 weeks. So that's going to help. And then plus next month, in the middle of the month, I'll get the child tax credit, which is a boon. It really helps. I mean, some people would opt out so they can get more money during tax season, but I need this money now because I'm going through so many transitions. So it helps to have that, few extra $100, especially when I'm not going to get any pay until the next month. And yeah, I definitely need to have something for the start of the month bills, which are most of my bills are beginning of month heavy. So like water, electric, car insurance, internet and phone are combined, thankfully, finally. But I mean, it's a lot. Um, it's so much. At the beginning, my storage bill, because I still have to go and get the rest of my stuff from storage. From years back when we moved to our new state, the movers scammed me pretty badly, stole my stuff, and then tried to ransom it, like demand that I pay thousands more dollars than I ever agreed to on their sketchy contract. They added stuff after. And then try to be like, give us all this, thousands upon thousands of dollars more, or we will, sell your stuff or whatever, which legally they can't do that. I mean, there are a few sketchy laws out there when it comes to movers now. They're given too many passes. They didn't have any rights or any, liabilities or anything like that in the past, but yeah. Anyway, they got away with a lot of stuff. I did find my stuff. The owner of the storage facility is also a veteran, so he was able to help me. So when they stopped paying the bill for all my stuff in storage, I picked up the bill, and they said, as long as you pick up the bill and you set yourself up with an account, great. Then we'll keep your stuff here, safe for you. I went and got half of my stuff in the beginning of 3 years ago because I was able to get a day off to actually do that. But since then, I haven't been able to afford to do that again. hopefully with this new position, I will actually be able to do that next year. I'll be able to like rent a truck and all that. And my dad did offer to help pay for that when he was visiting earlier this year. But we did end up not being able to go because his flight came in super late, past midnight, when we were picking him up. And Connor unfortunately started throwing up and he got really sick. And we're just like, we're not going to be able to travel like 3 hours one way with a sick little boy. So even if we tried to do the whole driving thing on very little sleep, it was not gonna it was not gonna fly. Um so I'm still paying each month. So hopefully this new position, which does pay more, um, will help with that. Uh but yeah, I got a lot of bills at the beginning of the month, so it's gonna help having that last paycheck. And also uh oh, actually, I think I am going to get paid full time. I thought that I was less hours, but now that I think about it, I used up the remaining PTO that I had from the temp agency. So I will get my full paycheck instead, because I think I was out by 3 hours or something like that. Um, but yeah, I that's when I used the PTO. So yay! I'm gonna switch positions here real quick. My little Deadpool in the back. I'll get something else from Deadpool. I actually caught someone taking pictures of the Deadpool stickers I have on my car. I thought it was kind of funny. I was just like, you don't meet many people that showcase Deadpool. I don't know. I guess I'm a unique person, but I mean, then again, it's a CRV. It's like a soccer mom kind of car. Um, I have to have some sort of elevation because I do not like being stuck to the ground. I want to have a little bit higher up because I'm a short person. I have this issue, okay, with being lower to the ground. But anyway, yeah. So I've got like, and I mean, I like Honda. Okay, I like Honda CRVs. That's what my last car was. It did its job. It protected us in the car accident. But I mean, it's functional. It's great. I like it. It runs pretty well. Um, Maintenance it and take care of it is your friend for a very long time. So, but it's like people will call it like a soccer mom type of car. Um, like on the smaller end. But yeah, so people see that kind of vehicle and then they see all these like Deadpool, but also like Disney and NASA and like Doctor Who, like all these like random stickers and stuff. So, I'm adding I have a Winnie the Pooh one that I'm going to add. Uh, but yeah, so someone was taking pictures of my Deadpool stickers. I was like, okay, get a picture off the internet. I don't see how it's such a big deal that I have that. But anyway, so I collect a lot of memes online and sayings and quotes and stuff like that because I just, I think it's fun or whatever. I saw this one where I'm not going to quote it verbatim because I don't remember it verbatim, but it's basically like, I hate it when people ask me if I'm a cat or a dog person. It's like, I pet a freaking crocodile if I knew it wouldn't bite me. And me, I'm just like, I would tweak that a little bit to say that even if I knew it would bite me, I probably would if I thought we're adorable. Like wild bears and wild wolves, for instance, I think are the most freaking adorable things in the world. I know they're a wild animal and I know they would maul me to death, but they're so cute. Just so cute. So so if I die mauled to death, then I was trying to pet it, okay? Like I think it's funny. Whenever I see memes like that, I'm just like, they are freaking adorable. Like, oh my goodness, they're so fluffy. Like their fur is just so adorable and like I just want to pet them. And I'm not the type of person that would want to like take their fur and, I'm not I'm not a Cruella de Vil kind of person. I feel like their fur belongs on them. Um, so if I have to risk my life to pet it, I wouldn't actually do that, but that's the vibe I have. That's how I feel in my soul. They're just so cute. They're just so oh, and yes, I know, wild animal, do not touch. Do not go near them. Okay, don't try to feed them. Don't try to like I get it, okay? Okay. I know. But they're just so adorable. So I thought that meme was funny. I saw another one that speaks to my bibliophile like self, soul, just entity creation. The thing that I am is a bibliophile. Um it's like they know you mean business when you bring a shopping cart to like buy books or something. I'm just like, yeah, actually, I will get a shopping cart while I'm at the local Goodwill and I will go and raid the book section. 9.9 out of 10, all the books are for my kids. They have almost 5 times the physical books that I do. I definitely have a lot of Kindle books. I especially been reading a lot of my favorite fantasy and sci-fi authors. So I've been doing that. But yeah, physical books, they've got a lot. I collect so many books from them, and I read almost all of them. I've read at least 75% of all the physical books. Still trying to convince them to let me read some of those other books that I haven't yet. But of course, they want me to reread certain favorites. So sometimes when you're exhausted at the end of the day, you just go along with it. That's the only reason why I reread some of the same books again and again and again to where I've memorized them practically, is because I'm just too tired to try to fight that. I will just be like, nope, I'm not going to fight it. I'm too exhausted. It's the same thing where I'm just like, yes, go watch TV. Because even if they're like slightly in trouble for something, it will not outweigh my need for some peace and quiet, even for 5 minutes, especially if I'm trying to make dinner and I don't care if it comes out of a can or if I'm cooking it on the stove. Whatever I'm doing, I want like 5 minutes of peace so I can at least prep all the ingredients before I actually, get the food ready. But that can't happen if they keep running in and out of the kitchen and they're just like, oh, we're bored because we're not sitting and watching something or we're not on the tablet. I'm just like, I need that peace. Now, if they're like been super, super bad, I will hide the remotes and the tablet and be like, nope, sit. When you can behave, I'll go back in the kitchen, and I'll make food. But until you behave and aren't running around the kitchen, then we're going to sit here bored out of our minds. And when one of your kids is at least confirmed for ADHD, yeah, that's 2 seconds is an eternity. Forget 5 minutes. So yeah, if their infractions and behavior are not too bad, then I'll like let it slide. Like, I'll let you have TV, even if you were misbehaving a little bit. If it's really bad, I'll take everything away. But sometimes I'll be like, I'll weigh it and be like, you know what? It's not worth it. It's not. I need that peace and quiet. So, by the end of the day, I'm exhausted and I'm just like, you know what? Fine, I'll reread whatever you put in front of me. But I'm trying to get them to read some of those other books that we haven't read yet. Hopefully I can get them to do that. It's not like it's books that I wouldn't like, because some of those books, they're the ones that pick them out. But anyway. So anyway, this is I'm alive. I am exhausted. I need so much rest. I'm not going to have any time to do any recordings for the next few days. So, hell, I don't even know when I'm going to be able to post this. It's Monday, the 18th, when I recorded this. So we'll see how long it takes me to actually upload this. But I'm going to have days where I can't record. I can't put anything down. And be super busy because I also have a lot of stuff to go on with a lot of stuff going on with Alan. I had to postpone his IEP meeting because of my orientation this week, which lasts a few days. Just setting up all my new stuff, my new user ID, password, all that kind of stuff, all the system stuff. It's tedious. It's really tedious. And yet I'm the one who wants to get into programming and learn computer language one day. I think it's because I'm very much like Naruto. Like Naruto, like he sucked at his shadow clone jutsu. Like he sucked at it so hardcore. But that's the one thing he studied until he was a perfect master of it, right? I am really not tech savvy. I suck so much when it comes to technology, when it comes to computers, when it comes to understanding how they work. My mind just cannot wrap around it. It's like a complete other language. It's almost worse than trying to learn how to sight read because I could never read musical notes. I couldn't. I had to learn by ear. I had to literally learn by listening how to perceive which notes to use when I was in choir. I trained myself to learn by ear because I could not process musical notes in my brain. I could not. It was a completely new language that I was never able to master. I couldn't even remember, even listening to the notes, I wouldn't even remember which is C or D. Which is B, which is A. I don't know. My mind blanks when I try to think, what note is that? I recognize the note, but what note is that? I don't know why my brain does that. And this was years of extra classes, of staying behind school, of doing tutorials. I just could not do it. I just could not. My brain does this thing where it just will not retain that information. I would be at hours at a time just trying to push myself. So I had to learn by ear. But computer knowledge, computer language, any of that stuff is just, it's beyond me. It really is. I cannot fathom. I cannot imagine any of that stuff. So I want to be like Naruto where I suck so badly at something that I want to master it one day because I suck at it so much. I don't know if I'll actually get to that point, but I will make an effort. We'll see when it happens. Thankfully, through the permanent position through the state, I will have opportunities to take free classes each month. So, yay. That'll be a lot of fun. So I'll wherever it's designated, I will try to figure out whether it has to be in person or online, but I want to push for the whole computer stuff. Yeah. I think it would be awesome. I think it would be fun to kind of learn how things work and programming and maybe I can create things. I think that would be fun. I think that'd be really fun. I really enjoyed learning how to do trig on a calculator when I was in 6th grade, and that was exciting. Failed miserably at all basic math after that point, but that really caught my interest when I was 11 and a half. I was super excited. It was experiment. It wasn't, I wasn't in a trig class. It was more like they wanted to see if they could teach 6th graders trigonometry. And some of us excelled at it and some of us did not. And I was kind of in between. I wasn't the best, but I was really good at learning how to navigate the calculator. It was a lot of fun. I was also doing computer classes in the beginning of 8th grade. Literally learning how to type with those computer. If you know the late 90s when they were teaching everyone, where everyone had to have a computer class to learn how to type and learn how to, that's why I type so fast, because I had to practice without looking when I was like 13. So, you know, 98, 99, yeah. But yeah, it's definitely, interesting. It'll be interesting when I can do those classes. It'll be fun. All right, I'm gonna get off and I'm gonna go to sleep. But yeah, it's my new hat. My new hat. I'm so excited. I love it. I love wearing it so much. I've taken to wearing it with my hair down, actually. Now that my hair is a bit longer, I've started wearing my ball caps with my hair down. If I'm running around and out and about, then I will probably have it in a ponytail in the back. But it's also colder now. Freezing. It's not actually freezing, but it feels very cold. I get cold very easily, so but yeah, I find myself going outside and wanting my hair down to add to the layers, because I'll have layers of like a jacket or whatever on. But anyway, hope everyone's doing well. I know that a lot is going on. I'm not perfectly okay. I've got a lot going on. I'm very stressed. I'm very exhausted on the inside. Not just physically, but on the inside. But even with all that, I'm still trying. I'm still making an effort. Say so much. My brain freezes all the time. I'm still not very good at these videos. I'm trying. I'm doing better at speaking to myself, kind of, and then uploading the videos. I mean, I've kind of gotten over that fear, where I had a fear of even posting videos. Now I've started to post videos, but oh my gosh, my arm is really starting to kill me. So, but anyway, yeah, the glare of my glasses with the light that's above. All right, I will leave it at that. I don't know when I'll do another video, but I figured I'd just be like, hey, I'm alive. Talk about random stuff. Showcase my favorite new hat. My only white hat now, but I think it looks really good with the hair, so I like it. Yeah, I'll talk to you guys on the flip side, hopefully when I'm not as exhausted as I am now. I know that I've sounded semi-coherent, some of the words I'm spewing out, but I assure you I'm fumbling internally to think of anything while I do this, but I felt like it was important to say, like, yes, I'm alive. I'm okay. Relatively okay. Still pushing through. But I think I also wanted to kind of do a pick me up and tell people that I know you're exhausted. I know that things may not even be looking up, but just keep trying. You don't fail when you walk away. You fail when you stop trying. You know, you don't fail when you die. You fail when you stop trying. I'm botching that. I actually had to quote my brain. I just botched it. I think the sentiment is there though, that just don't give up. don't. Yeah. Okay. Love you guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye.